up?
What's going on, people? Friday Night Gaming Podcast, episode 37. It's your boy Trigun 411. Before I introduce you to my co-host, breaking news. This man's side just created the OnlyFans for only his balls. So he's going to have his balls on OnlyFans, multiple angles, shaved and unshaved. Make sure you go ahead and sub. Side thoughts?
Welp.
Be fired. This man going ball deep. You heard me?
I don't have anything to add to that. Except for enter that credit card information. Thanks.
That's a fact. They taking Visa and all that. Oh my god.
Yo, shout out to my Snyder Cut OnlyFans as well.
Yo, taking shots fired. Snyder Cut. Yo, shout out to Josh Whedon. Let's go.
Facts.
Oh my god. Freaking Snyder Cut.
Racist.
That's crazy.
Anyways,
Yo. Oh man, what's good?
There's things that I can't announce yet, but I literally did an hour and 20 minutes on the Snyder Cut. It's just nuts. I can keep going.
Shout out to Black Vegas as well, friend of the show. Him and Cy went at it for a while.
Mega's my boy. We just got into it, and he 90,000 page tweet.
He gave you that dissertation hard body.
Yeah, but let's get into it. Episode 37. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's do it, baby. So they can tell the people where they can find you, Cy.
Twitter.com/Scythex_ Twitch.tv/Scythex and try.
Yo, they can find your boy Trigun at Twitter at Trigun411, Twitch.tv/Trigun411. Follow us on Instagram at FNG Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at FNG Podcast _ iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, iOS, Android, and now on Spotify. You can find us everywhere, baby. Shout out to Fly in the building. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Cy's going to actually hit you with what we did, what happened last Friday, even though R.I.P. Shansa, Shansa and Pac were down. But besides, tell them what we did, player.
Yeah. So we didn't have the full squad, as you said, and shout out to Fly in chat. What's up, Playboy?
Hell yeah.
Don't use Nair, trust me.
Sign me up. That first sub, Fly, you get a family discount for them nuts. Hey.
That teabag special.
That tasteful nut.
Buy one, get one.
Wow, buy one, get one.
Anyways.
This shit went completely left.
Yeah, because it hangs lower. Know what I mean?
Nah, we're good.
Yeah.
I actually can't breathe. Oh my god, I'm fucking done. This man.
Let's get back to gaming. Friday night we didn't have the full squad. Shanza was down, watching his team lose. Shout out to Shanza.
Damn.
Go UConn.
Hey.
Pac wasn't around. He was probably passed out as usual, and Fly, I believe Fly was streaming.
Yeah, he was.
He was streaming a moonshine ad. It was like it was a sponsored stream for moonshine. Is that correct? No. Fly had a good couple Fridays. Let me just say, but
Fly the goat with that drink. Let's get it.
No, he did his thing, but we didn't have our squad, so we kind of were gonna do our own thing. I was drunk. That is confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed.
we were doing our own thing. I think you were playing some Battlefront. I was doing Injustice or whatever
Yeah,
in between the two tournaments, and we recruited Lolly Lion. He's kind of been wanting.
he's like our ringer.
He's our ringer, but he's also like just as addicted, if not more than we are, to Rocket
Yeah,
League,
hell yeah.
and he's always down to do tournaments and stuff. So, which is great because the dude's an absolute monster.
Nah, he is. He's nasty.
Yeah, but yeah. So Lolly Lion jumped in and entered the tournament with Try and I, and we did the 9 o'clock and the 12 o'clock tournaments. And as expected, most of the games early on were sweaty, but as it was weird as we got deeper into the tournaments, and Try, I believe you said this the day of, like the competition was like weakening as we got
Yeah,
further
it's
along.
nah, 100%. All of our hard games are always in the beginning.
Yeah, it's strange, but and I feel like it was the opposite when it was me, you, and Shanza trying
Yeah,
to do it. Like
100%.
we would get through a couple rounds, always get to the quarter or the semis, and
Yeah,
it'd feel like we hit a brick wall. It was
yeah, and
strange.
then people would be flying through the sky like, okay,
Yeah, I don't know. It was like role reversal, but
yeah, hell yeah.
uh, so yeah, we did the two tournaments at 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock. I think both times we lost in the first round and had to go
We
second chance, right?
we actually did. Yeah, that was the funny part.
And
We lost the first tournament, and then we went second chance, and then
yeah,
ran the table both times.
so we ended up not only getting one tournament dub, we got two tournament dubs, and they weren't just gold; they were both platinum dubs.
Hey,
So I got a nice little star banner that says tournament winner.
my
Let's
platinum.
get it. Some air horns for this bitch.
Hey,
Yes, sir. Yeah, so we had some crazy games early on, and I feel like we found like our groove as a team with
no,
me, you,
hundred
and
percent,
Lolly. You know,
100%.
like you hold the goal down.
Yeah, no, that's my thing.
Um, Lolly's, the goal scorer. He's, he's in the air at all times, just dunking on people. And I'm kind of
100%.
like, I can admit, I'm probably uh, I'm the third worst player on the team, right? I'm the worst player on the team, basically. But
Nah, but you're still a top tier player though on the team. But it's just
I,
Lolly. Let's be honest, Lolly's disgusting. He
there's
shouldn't even be
Lolly,
playing.
there's you, and then there's me. Like that's the pecking order.
Yeah,
That's it. That's the ranking. But so I kind of like I like to play the midfield because I feel like I contribute the most mid game. What
yeah,
because I'm helping you on defense, clearing the ball and
yeah.
getting it
No,
down
100%.
to for Lolly to do his thing. I'm centering. I'm constantly centering shots so Lolly can dunk on him.
Yeah, no,
You know,
100%.
I feel like the way we have it set up, it's working.
Nah, I think Lonley can obviously play any position, but
Yeah,
I think you're a better midfielder than me, to be honest, and I think I'm a better goalie than you because
yeah, hands down. I
if
have
I'm
no timing for those jumps, man.
yeah, nah, and if I'm not in the goal, I have to be running point, and since we have Lawley, it's like I have to be in the goal because I can
Yeah,
only do goal or point guard.
yeah. It's like
You know?
yeah, it's having two point guards,
Yeah,
aka Kyrie and Harden.
yeah, 100%,
um,
100%.
yeah. So we found a way to make it work to fit our styles, and we got I think three dubs out of it, right? We got
Yeah,
one gold and two plats.
yeah. Yeah, we did. We got a goal a couple weeks ago, and then those two plats back to back this
Yeah,
past Friday. So
yeah.
that
So
was actually fire.
like we've been all saying with Warzone and everything else, once you get that first dub, they just start to roll in, you know.
Yeah,
So we're kind of on our streak right now, and maybe we can continue it next Friday. But
yeah.
that's what happened Friday night, and we're gonna get into this week in gaming. Try what you've been
Yeah,
up to.
man. Basically Rocket League. I've been 1v1 a lot, and then Battlefront 2. I'm actually picking up the story again because I'm trying to finish it. I find it to be a lot of fun. Some of the missions are a little bit frustrating because there's a bombardment of enemies, and I'm playing with mouse and keyboard, so I'm trying to pick that up. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's basically it. After Battlefront, I don't know where I'm gonna go after Battlefront. I kind of want to go. I haven't turned on my PlayStation since I beat Ghost of Tsushima like a month ago. So I'm probably gonna try to go back to PlayStation. I might try to hit Watch Dogs 2 or take it old school and try to do like an Assassin's Creed real quick.
watch.
You
You
know,
mean Legion?
I mean, my fault. Yeah,
Yeah,
Watch Dogs Legion. I might do Watch Dogs Legion, or I might hit like Assassin's Creed to try to get that backlog in. But who
gotcha.
knows? But now, what you been doing?
Obviously Rocket League and a lot of Miles Morales. The game, like the game. I don't want to say it's better than the original,
Yeah,
but because the original story was insane, it was well written and the actors were good. Everything about it was good. And I'm not saying Miles' story is bad, but it seems shorter story wise, and I feel like they could have done more possibly with the story. And it's not. I'm not saying it's bad, but I will say the gameplay is a lot more fun in Miles than it was in
yeah,
the original. And
yeah. It
this,
looks it looks fun.
yeah, you have all these, extra powers and stuff, and it's just, it's a lot of fun, man. And the soundtrack to the game's incredible. And the
Yeah,
world
that's
is
good.
the same as the OG one, so nothing really changed there, other
Yeah,
than the graphics are better. So it's just, I don't know, man. Miles Morales, I'm having a lot of fun with that game, and I have some other things to say about it, but I'm saving that. Um, I've also been playing Injustice, as you see gameplay
yeah.
on the video right now, but
Oh, that's dope.
um, I haven't played it in a while, and I was on a high from the Snyder cut. I'm like, let me start kicking ass with these characters again. So I jumped into that for a little while.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yes,
That's
sir.
dope, man. Um,
What's on your mind,
so
buddy?
yo, here's what's on my mind, and there's a lot of things coming and going. Here's the reality. I saw BG had tweeted the other day he doesn't have a backlog because he doesn't believe in it.
Oh, I
He's
saw
like,
this.
I
Hmm.
play most games that I want when they come out, and if not, it's because I either don't care about them or they're trash. And I'm just like, I respect BG. BG's an OG YouTuber. Shout out to BG for having us on. He got a dope podcast. Weapon Wheel. I
Yes, sir.
I disagree. I find that my backlog is over 40 games because I I'll play a new game when it drops, like God of War play when it drops, but there's so many games. How can you tell me you play all the games that you want when there's so many games that come out that are dope, and there's so many games that come out that I feel like I can't even play because I don't have the time. So for somebody to say like they don't they don't have a backlog, I don't understand that because, and I'm not gonna rule out a game. You have to rule out a game by just seeing gameplay or watching it in order to not have a backlog. And I'm never going to do that. Like,
Hmm.
I'm not going to say a game is trash until I actually play it and it's actually not good. So, like, I'm seeing like all these indie games. There's so many games that I actually want to play that are coming out this year that have come out in the last year that I'm like, how do you not have a crazy backlog, especially like as we're adults now? Like when they always say, like when you're a kid, you have the time, but you don't have the money. Then when you're older, you got the money, but you don't get the time. And like I realized, like
It's
I'm
so
missing
true.
I'm missing so many games, man. And it's like I can't even catch up, and I don't even have the PS5. And it's like, so now I'm just at this point, I'm like I have Dragon Age Inquisition from 2014 in the plastic still, and like I actually want to play that game. And I don't like, I'll probably, like, I was thinking the morbid thought, like I'll probably die with 40 games that in my
Well,
backlog. Like,
I feel like that was his argument, like, because the way you're making it sound now, and this was his argument, and I'm not
yeah,
saying I agree with him, but you're saying the backlog is now becoming a chore.
yeah.
You know, like, oh, I got all these games to play. Like, it's now a chore where he just
Well,
wants to play the new hotness and be done with it.
nah, and yeah, no, but that's the thing. I actually like Assassin's Creed. I'm an Assassin's Creed aficionado, one of my favorite top three franchises. But I got, here's the thing, and this is a part of me where he would be like, fuck it, just play Valhalla and be done. I gotta play Egypt. I gotta play the Greece one
Hmm.
because they're how do you look at a game and be like, yo, that game is dope, but I'm not playing it? I can't do that. Like,
Yeah.
but again, that's me sacrificing other, like, you have to kind of sacrifice at some point because you can't play everything. And I almost feel like, I know this is
And
blasphemous.
also, like, not to jump in on you, like, there's games that come out that you're just so hyped for that you want to play right away and not worry
Mhm.
about the games behind you.
That no, that's what I'm saying. Like when they drop that God of War Ragnarok, whatever I'm doing, I'm dropping and playing that game.
Hmm.
So it's like, it's just tough. But I know this is blasphemous as a gamer because people are like, yo, there's nothing to play. I don't know people that say that because, like, to me, there's actually too many games. And I know that's gonna sound blasphemous, but like, because I just don't have the time. There's actually too many games. Like, and
Yeah.
it's crazy because I feel like, I don't know, maybe the quantity has increased of the games, but I feel like the quality is like, I don't know. But that's kind of what's on my mind, this backlog,
It's
you know?
just time, man. It,
Yeah.
you're playing like me a couple hours a night,
Yeah.
where a lot of these dudes are playing 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
You
No,
know, it's
and I
like
and
you
I
can't
realize,
compete with that and blast through games. Like, I think BG said he cleared 25 games last year.
yeah,
I would
no,
not come near it. I don't even think I got to 10 last year. Like, it's just
yeah,
not.
no. I don't, I didn't get to 10.
Yeah,
I think I was like 6 or 7. I don't even know.
it's just you don't have the time, and if you're like me and you play multiplayer games, that takes all my time away
Yeah,
from playing a
exactly.
story game and getting a clear. You know what I mean?
You can't go heavy in multiplayer and expect to beat games. Like,
Like,
I think
we played Warzone for almost a year straight, and
that's a fact.
that took up literally all my time. I did not play any story games.
Think about this. I had, I think I had something like 200 plus hours or 180 hours on Warzone. That's like 3 or 4 games.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's 3 or 4 single player games I could have beaten that same span of time.
yeah,
I don't regret the Warzone because it was mad fun, but it's like, that's what I'm saying. There's too many games, especially with how deep some of these games are and the games
yeah.
that have multiplayer. It's just hard, but I don't know. That's just what's on
I
my
feel
mind.
you.
You know what I mean?
Um,
Tell them what's on your mind, Playboy.
I, I'm gonna want an assist from you at some point with this,
All right,
because we kind of went over this briefly.
no doubt.
Miles Morales. Can we talk about the bullshit trying to plat this game? Can we talk about this
Oh
for a
my god,
second?
bruh.
Like,
I'm
are
done.
you
I'm done off that.
joking me? Like, I need to not only complete the game 100%, do all the side missions, do every challenge and get all 3 challenge points. Not only do I have to do all of that, but then you're telling me I have to do it all over again just for one fucking trophy
Nah,
so I can get a platinum?
that's actually here's the reason why it's a dick move. A platinum, I get the platinum. The platinum should be 100% of everything done. And if they want you to do some weird, quirky shit like Ghost of Tsushima, they were like, dress up with this particular outfit,
Yeah.
or you have to go find these hidden mirrors. No, we about to hear excuses. Nah, this is straight facts, Fly. This is straight facts. Here's the reality. Don't tell me I have to beat a game 100% it and then beat the game again to get the platinum, because that's bullshit. That's
Just do
absolute
it. But Fly,
that's absolute bullshit.
here's the problem, and this goes back to Try's thoughts of having not enough time to play these games. I got Valhalla, Cyberpunk, Watch Dogs Legion, Control. I have to finish Gears 5.
Oh
Like, I
god.
have so many fucking games I need to play. It's a joke. And I don't have time to play Miles all over again. And on top of it, play it at a harder difficulty where I'm just going to get pissed off and replay levels over and over and over again because I died by accident. Like, I don't have the time for that. And like platinum in that game is just, I'm done thinking about it. My new goal is to 100% it, do everything I possibly can in the main game, and in my mind I platted to myself, but I'm not going new plus unless I'm bored one day and got nothing to play. I just can't. I
And
can't do it.
here's what it is. And I think I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm telling you right now, and Miles Morales is a great game. The devs are dope. I'm gonna actually rip them for being fucking lazy. And here's why they got lazy. Normally, a plat is when you go ham, kind of no life a game, which I can do that. I did it with Ghost, where you enjoy it so much you just keep rocking with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I respect the plat being exclusive, but here's what they did. Instead of making cool little things that you could do in game or do differently, they were like, "Oh, we got to make the plat like hard to get, right? Have them play the game again."
Yeah.
Like that's bullshit. Like they
Increase
just
the difficulty and make them do it over.
yeah, like they just got lazy, and that's unacceptable. And here's the reality: I guarantee you, if you talk to them, they would never admit that, but that's exactly what they did, and you can tell that because that's what you do in a game. When you want to make something hard, you're like, do it over again. Like
Yeah.
what?
Yep.
This is some bullshit. 100%.
It's annoying.
You know.
And like, so one of the trophies was complete the game on New Game Plus. And then the other trophy was, and this is a trophy that was in the old game, collect all the suits. You know, you had to unlock the suits by
Yes.
doing all the other side missions, and then purchase all the suits with all the points that you earned. There's one suit that is not purchasable, uh because it's only available in New Game Plus.
Mm,
So I can't buy
yeah.
I can't buy all the suits regardless because now I'm forced to do New Game Plus. So I have to get the suit in New Game Plus and then beat the game in New Game Plus, and then I get the plat. Like, it's too much. It's not
Nah.
worth it. I'd rather move on to another game and experience something else. And for that, the OG is still the better game.
And here's the thing: the OG, and the last point, the OG allowed you, and this is the mark of a great game. Everything you did towards the plat would actually help you
Yeah,
in the game. The same
correct.
way with Ghost of Tsushima, like everything you did in Ghost of Tsushima actually all the monotonous stuff that normally would be boring actually helped you to get money or get equipment. And the same thing with the OG. That's why what is playing the game over again? What does that help? How does that help the game?
it just adds a frustration because it's harder.
That's it. That's all it does, and that's why it's lazy. Come on,
Yeah,
they
it's
just
dumb.
lumped it on like out of here.
So
You
yeah,
know?
let's move on from that bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Get
We can run
into
through. Yeah, we can run through these five pretty quickly. And
uh
I'll
yeah, I would just skip life and EA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Top five. I found these Game Informer top five stories. Activision Blizzard had a lot of layoffs, 170 people, I think, which sucks. Anytime anyone gets fired in the real world or gaming industry, it sucks. They've been fired basically because of COVID, and they're kind of restructuring how, like, they talk about esports and focusing on like the social venues because obviously, Activision and Blizzard put a lot of money into having like these social gatherings where people could play and do different things and these different events, kind of like the old E3s. Um, so Activision had to lay off people because they're moving more towards just online stuff. Xbox and The Rock. Here's the thing: Xbox makes mad news all the time,
Mm-hmm.
but it has like nothing to do with actual making new games. Anyway,
It's crazy.
yeah, they're always it's almost like they're like an entertainment gaming company slash like
Mm-hmm.
Xbox and The Rock energy drink mini fridge giveaway. So here's the thing: Xbox is a casual. Their play, and I'll say this, and I don't think this is fanboyish. PlayStation is designed for the semi casuals and the hardcore. Xbox is designed for that casual person who plays. When I didn't play games that often, I had an Xbox 360 because guess what? It's a generic brand. You go to get Xbox, let me play some video games. Like, it's a very generic brand. They have all the generic titles that you need. So they do stuff like this, and people say, "Oh, Xbox and The Rock. Let me pick one up. Like, I get a mini fridge, cool." So it's I get it. It's smart marketing. Xbox is going to always thrive because they're going to make money because they sell to casuals, and that's not to knock anybody who has one, but that's what it's for. Um, Fortnite season 6, not too much about that, but Fortnite's still going strong. They're an unstoppable force. People like, the Fortnite killer. News: there's no Fortnite killer. Fortnite's actually forever, and I hate Fortnite,
Yeah,
but
it is
it's
forever.
forever. Like, it's
Uh,
forever. It's a thing now. Like, it's like people say it's like Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty's been around for 10 plus years, and it's the highest selling game ever.
every
Fortnite's
year.
here for the foreseeable future. Yeah, facts.
And another thing with Fortnite, they added or they're going to add the Lara Croft into the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice,
So
nice.
if you're interested
And
in that,
the last piece really, this is something that I feel like we should just mention because I don't think a lot of people talk about it, but during this whole pandemic, which we're still kind of in, I think we're on the tail end of it. Knock on
knock
wood.
on wood for sure.
Right. But the people didn't talk about how much video games brighten the spirits of people playing and how people connected through video games. Could you imagine this pandemic without video game? Like, like
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing inside your house besides scrolling Instagram and making stupid tweets? Like, you know what I mean? Like, video games kind of like brought people together when you couldn't get together, and it gave especially people, I mean, you were locked in your house, like, parents, there would have been increased murder rate between parents killing their children and vice versa if there were no video games, and that's a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
Think about it, man. If you couldn't get on that game, people would have been killed each other in the house. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
That's a fact.
Anyway.
Real quick, Rockstar. This is an interesting story to me. So GTA Online or GTA in general is always they always have somebody modding the game. Like you have all these RP servers now where it's the GTA city, but it's completely modded to fit whatever they're trying to do with the game.
Mm-hmm.
And this one modder somehow fixed the biggest issue that lasted literally 3 generations of Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's a fact.
Long loading times. This modder somehow fixed the long loading times for his game, his
Damn.
variation of the game from his mods and whatnot. And so Rockstar reached out to him because he started getting popular on Twitter and other social platforms.
Damn.
And so Rockstar reaches out to him and pays the dude $10,000 for his fix for the load
Wow.
times. And now I think in a hot patch or a future update, we're getting the the GTA update with quicker load speeds.
Wow. That's
And
actually
that's Xbox 3 PS4,
damn.
PS5, PC.
Oh damn. So
Like
it's like retroactive.
it's fixing a 3 generational problem in this game,
Jesus.
and I feel like that dude deserves more than 10K.
Nah, 10,
Like
they gave him
like
that. Oh man, they gave him
they
that
they
stiff joint.
said they said the first price that they when you negotiate, you lowball first, like when you're from the buying aspect.
Yeah,
um
yeah.
they gave him a low price, and that dude was like 10. It's probably some teenager dicking around on the computer. I
Yeah,
didn't read the article, so I don't really know who he is, but
yeah.
uh they gave him some low ball price, and he was probably
Yo,
like, oh yeah, sure, 10K, thank you.
yeah,
Meanwhile,
like yo,
they
if he would,
this was probably worth way more than 10K, because
dude, are you
you
kidding?
have 9-year-olds using their parents' credit cards for shark cards. Like, they make money all the
Bro,
time.
I would
$1 billion game.
I would literally like, to me, you would have to give me 500K. Dude, do you know how much you talk about the gameplay experience and like how much money I would have been like, yo, y'all gonna have to give me 500K, buddy. Like
Yeah,
10K is ridiculous. I mean, if he
it's
goes to,
it's it's so stupid.
nah, he could have went to court and got like at least
I'd have
he
been like,
probably,
you want this, you want this fix?
yeah,
Here's my price, and go from
yeah,
there.
nah,
Like,
facts. Like, give me a mill. I would have started
this
off on
looks
a
like
mill.
he
Like,
let Rockstar dictate the negotiations, and
oh,
it
hard
didn't
body.
work out.
Maybe
Um,
maybe they gave him a job too or something. I don't know.
maybe it's possible.
You know?
So yeah, expect quicker loading times for Grand Theft Auto coming soon.
Damn.
Also, Gotham Knights is being delayed until 2022.
Yes, I saw
This
that.
this sucks for me personally, because I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I'm super excited about it, but
Is it like a Batman spinoff?
it is the
Okay.
premise of the game is, these are all Batman's sidekicks.
Ah, okay. Because I know you're like a DC Marvel dude, so I
Yeah,
figured.
and like, all the sidekicks throughout Batman's, life
Yeah,
split
yeah,
and went their different ways and did their own
hmm.
thing. And Batman's dead in this game, and that's what brings them all together.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so it's very
Crazy.
intriguing. It's a very and it's co-op. It's online co-op. So we can just beat the shit out of people together in as Robin and whoever else, and it just looks like a fun game. But the problem is, well, it's not a problem. My point was, if it's being pushed back, and I think it was being pushed back because of COVID reasons,
Yeah.
it gives them the chance to make the game right and not be forced and
Yeah.
rushed. You know what I mean? So as much as it's disappointing, I'm okay with it being delayed. The
No,
problem
100%.
with Gotham Knights being delayed is it's pushing back the new Batman game, because
Uh,
Gotham Knights is due out first, and all production and developing is going into this game, and then they'll shift gears to Batman after that.
Damn.
So it's pushing, ended up pushing back another game because of this.
Damn.
So
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah,
yep.
It's like dominoes. Real quick, another piece. Cyberpunk 2077 patch one. I just copied and pasted this because it sounds funny. The new patch will stop cops from teleporting and cars from getting stuck. Like Cyberpunk, I still, me and Cy both want to play this still, but it's just funny because like they should have just waited, bro. Like,
yeah,
God,
this
you
game
guys,
should have never been for last gen. They should have
100%.
never made it for last gen, and they should have just delayed it and fixed it. And
I really think it would have been in contention for a game of the year, but with all the problems that it's had, I feel like they literally can't do that. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know either. Real quick, 2K buys HB Studios. HB Studios is the developers that created the 2K21 PGA Tour, which is the first golf game since Rory back in 2014, 2015.
Oh my God, yeah.
When did Rory come out? I don't even know.
2014.
Yeah. So 2K ended up buying this studio. So now they have the ability to keep producing these golf games, and it's not being outsourced to other companies basically. But the big news other than that is
2015,
that 2015, that's what I thought. Tiger Woods is in a long-term partnership with 2K to be the face of the new PGA Tour game. So every golf game that's coming out is going to be Tiger Woods, and the golf games were at best when Tiger Woods was involved.
Oh, hell yeah. You gotta, I mean, that's smart marketing on their part. You gotta have any golf. If I see Tiger in golf, I'm like, low key, I'll just copy it just because Tiger's on the cover.
So,
like,
I'm excited for that. I just hope we can play as Tiger and not what 2K21 did, where you had to create a character and go through, the tournaments or whatever.
Yeah.
As your creative player and not have the ability to be the pros.
Oh, wow.
That was the fun part, being able to pick a pro and go head to head with somebody.
Hell yeah. Damn, that's crazy that they did that. That's wild. SquareEnix did a presentation, and I guess I saw this. I didn't really I didn't even know. I kind of heard about it through the grapevine, but
you want me to run through it quick?
Yeah, run through it for sure.
Well, did you play Life is Strange?
I did. I played the original joint, the Life is Strange with Chloe and Alex, or I think that was her name.
I've never played anything with Life is Strange, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was the original Life is Strange. Yo, straight up, the game was crazy good, and I saw grown men on Twitter and on YouTube like, yo, the ending made me cry, bro. Like, I was like, fam, what? Like, it was actually a really good game. A very, very slow, role playing game where you basically make decisions, and like, it's very methodical and slow, but it's completely story driven, but it's a really good game. So they're coming out with a new one, True Color, September 10th. The trailer, it's actually
dropped a trailer.
Like there's two protagonists, two girls, best friends. It seems like the story is very similar to the original, but people are hyped for it because Life is Strange was it was a sleeper game that actually got like low key, it got mad like notoriety because.
Was it Edith and Finch good?
I mean, is anything really Edith and Finch good? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Edith, Edith Finch's game of probably the millennium. This millennium and the pre 2000s. But You know what? I'm actually looking forward to it. I don't. Here's me talking again. I I don't. I'm not gonna have the time to play it though, because like it literally takes probably like 35 hours, and it's all like decision making and like walking to the next spot, and it's like, bruh, I don't know if I got time to do that, Chief.
I
So
feel you.
I might have to miss it, but the original one was. But if I do hear that it's crazy, I might go back and cop it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But
so who knows?
um, real quick, Tomb Raider Survivor Trilogy was announced. Basically, Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
I don't think I played any one of them games.
Didn't they offer one, if not two of the three for free as for
Yeah,
PS Plus or something like that?
they offered. Was it a 2-pack? I think
I
I
don't
think it
know.
was a 2-pack.
I feel like it's one. There were. I remember seeing Tomb Raider being offered somewhere
Yeah.
for free, but apparently you can get all three for $20. So if you're into
Oh
that,
damn.
feel free. Uh,
See, there's three that I want to play all those three. I'll never get a chance, so
yeah,
I'll put them on the backlog.
yeah. I don't hate Tomb Raider. I actually enjoyed those games, but it's not a game where I'm like dying to play. So I was like,
Yeah,
if I get to it, maybe I'll play it. I just it's just one of those things.
which means you'll never like.
Yeah, because there's always something going on, and then if there's
Yeah,
nothing going on, I have multiplayer to do. So it's like
exactly.
whatever. Um, here's something that I might go on about for a little bit, so I apologize. Marvel Avengers, the next gen edition dropped. I think Friday or Thursday.
Okay.
Uh, the game looks incredible with the new graphic updates and everything. Is 60K ray tracing, all the bells and whistles. The game, it looks awesome. Um, I my pet peeve, or not really a pet peeve, but I'm tired of people finding things to bitch about. Um,
Yeah.
like yes, the game has its faults, and I hear the problems are more in the end game aspect of the game, and the story was good. And from what I played, the story is fantastic,
Yeah.
but people, had problems with the end game, whatever. They're having a problem transferring their save data on the PlayStation,
Damn.
which makes no sense to me because it literally took me 45 seconds to do. Like,
Damn.
the Xbox is getting all this praise because they have their brand new smart delivery service, and I
Yeah.
guess it automatically pulled data and did all this stuff, whatever. Um, and like the problem is you still had to launch the game, migrate your data with a button that's in the game that says, it literally says migrate data in the game that you have to
Damn.
click on, and then you can play the new one, the next gen version with your data. And I
Yeah.
guess the Xbox skips a step or two, but it wasn't that bad on PlayStation. And like I'm seeing article after article of people bitching about how PlayStation drops the ball with all this because smart delivery was just superior or whatever. Like so I literally downloaded the PS4 version on my PlayStation 5, right?
Yeah.
I leave my PlayStation on rest mode all the time. So
Yeah.
I
100%.
I, I didn't have to wait for the game to update. So
Yeah.
when the next gen dropped, all I did was boot up the game, which took no time to boot because of PlayStation.
Yeah.
Boot up the game. I clicked the stupid migrate button that everyone
Yeah.
has a problem with. I closed the game. I was able to download the PS5 version and then boot the game and have my save data there. Like, where was the frustration? It literally took me a minute to log in, transfer, log out, get on the new game. Like,
Wow.
the
So
extra
people
step,
people just
the
people just
extra step
complain for no reason.
threw people out into a frenzy. Apparently, it was just annoying. But anyways, I digress. Back to the
That's
news. Uh, the next gen edition came out. It looks great. I'm probably gonna restart the story because I want to experience the whole thing with the new gen graphics and everything. Um, they added Hawkeye to the game, and they added a new campaign for Hawkeye, which I guess you can play after you beat the main campaign. It's kind of like a DLC, I guess, for free.
damn.
They're planning on adding Black Panther
Oh,
um,
that's dope.
later in the year, I guess, after the Hawkeye stuff's done.
Okay.
It's taking place of Spider-Man because he was due to come out later this year, and Spider-Man's being pushed back to 2022 because they want to get Black Panther in there instead, which I'm perfectly fine with because Black
Yeah,
Panther's
no, that makes sense.
badass, and with
Yeah,
everything going on with the actor that passed away that played
yeah,
him, let Black Panther shine and do his thing in the
yeah. Hell
game,
yeah.
you
No,
know.
that makes sense.
So
100%.
I'm all good with that, but I can't wait to play this game with the new gen graphics and get into it. Um, Also, moving on to Project Athia. If you remember in, I think it was the Sony State of Play during the console announcement. It might have been when they finally revealed the PS5. They showed a new game called Project Athia.
Oh, really?
I think so. Um,
See, I missed that actually. I missed that
the
state of play.
game looks extremely cool, man. It looks well made. The world, the environment, everything looks sharp,
Yeah,
detailed, beautiful. The gameplay seems fast paced, quick.
yeah.
It looks really fun, and I guess Project Athia was a working title because the official game is now being called Forspoken. I don't know enough about the game to find, the uh, I don't know the word I'm looking for, the relevance
Yeah.
for why this word was chosen,
Damn.
but that's the new name of the game. It's due in 2022 at some point. We didn't get a date, but again, the game looks fantastic, and this is one of the major next gen games that I'm itching to play.
Damn. Yeah, 2022 looks like it's shaping up
It's
to
gonna
be
be
like,
loaded, bro.
because here's the thing, all the COVID delays I feel like are dropping in 2022.
Yeah.
Quick side note, Florida 78, Oral Roberts 81, 16.3 seconds
Oh,
left.
Roberts is winning.
Oral Roberts is up by 3. We have the ball, 16.3 seconds left. So
Wow.
I might be a little bit distracted as we close
All
out
right.
the pod.
I'll move on
Uh,
to Game Pass then and let you watch the end of this game. Game Pass is officially the fucking GOAT, guys.
Nah, that hands down goat. Shout out to Microsoft, but not Xbox here.
Microsoft is really good at destroying themselves. And I
100.
and I mean that somehow in a compliment, and here's why. Like, their Game Pass service is probably the greatest thing Microsoft's ever made outside of the Windows operating system. Like, it's such a fantastic, like,
Oral
so,
Roberts just fucking won. I'm
wow.
done. I'm done.
Wow.
I'm done, bitch. Mm.
Wow. Well, this is the last podcast of Trigon
Yo, that's
411.
a fact because your
This
boy
man's
going
about
dead, dead.
to jump off the bridge.
Oh my god.
Go Gators.
Wow.
Gators UConn NIT next year. Thoughts?
Wow. They gonna be there with Ohio State confirmed.
That's actually confirmed.
Yo, how
Uh
Oral Roberts beat both of
I
us
know
like that.
it's so bad.
Anyway,
Anyways,
um,
Game Pass, Game Pass to goat.
Game Pass the GOAT.
There's zero reason to buy an Xbox if you have a PC. There's absolutely
No,
no zero reason. You could play any Xbox game that's available on PC through Game Pass with at
yeah,
no extra cost. We know the deal.
Yeah.
I'm always talking about Game Pass, and you know me being a Sony head, like I'm in love with Game Pass.
Yeah.
Now, what makes it even better is Microsoft acquires Bethesda, and as soon as they go public with the news about Bethesda buying Bethesda, all Bethesda's games upload to Game Pass. So now you
Wow.
have like every Doom, every Wolfenstein,
That's
Skyrim,
crazy.
Oblivion, um there's so many other games that Bethesda makes, like, all the Fallouts, all these major titles. I can literally download any game I want right now in Game Pass for no cost. Like
Wow.
it's incredible the amount of games that you get with a simple, is it 9.99 a month? Like it's incredible. And not only that, they entered a partnership with EA now, and I can download any EA game on my PC. Like I literally downloaded Madden 21 today.
Oh my God.
I have the full Madden 21 game on my
That's
PC
crazy.
ready to go.
Damn.
It like there's so much going on Game Pass, and it's only going to get better when all these developers that Microsoft is buying actually produces the fucking games that they've been promising. Like no,
Yeah.
like I'm trolling, but also not trolling. Like if when they make these fucking games, they're
Nah.
also going to be on Game Pass. Like Hellblade 2 is a day one Game Pass. You know what I mean? Like all
Damn.
these games, like you don't need an Xbox, man. Just save the money, build a PC,
Nah, that's facts.
or
That,
buy a PlayStation 5. Like those are your two options. I would not
bro,
touch an
and
Xbox. I wouldn't do it.
here- here's the thing. An X PS5, you know what I like about Games Pass and all these studios? I feel like indirectly, I feel like it's gonna push Sony and PlayStation to be like, yo, we gotta actually start doing something because
Yeah.
I feel like Sony always does a good, decent job with games and coming out, but I feel like
Well, I
with
mean,
their
they give you the
stipulation,
free games. Like they give you some banger games a lot of times
no,
for free.
100%. And you look at game of the years for last year, it's like three Sony games. Like, here's the thing, Sony's been doing their thing, and I give them props, but at the same time,
It's not
I
Game
felt
Pass.
like I felt like because Xbox was so bad last gen, they got a little bit lazy. And
Yeah.
I feel like this Games Pass joint is gonna like,
It's incredible, man. I could
yo, like
play all the Need for Speed games, all the FIFAs,
that's
Maddens,
what I'm
like all the
that's what I'm saying. Like
Fallouts, everything, literally
and,
everything.
and here's the reality. It's gonna make me like I haven't at this point, I haven't turned on my PS5 in a month, and you're telling me, hold up, I can download Madden real quick and run that, like,
Yeah.
and then I can download Gears 5 and run that, like, ooh, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. PlayStation about to have to. I feel like they have to respond to this Games Pass,
And I think
and
they
so
are, because they have PS collections now, and it's like a batch of games that are for free for as long as you have PS Plus. Um, that's on PlayStation 5. I don't think it's available for 4. And now I think they're making, and this is kind of jumping ahead, but they're making, I guess, a PlayStation at home. I don't know what the difference is between that and PS collections,
yeah,
but they're giving 10 games for free with the PS at home thing.
mm,
And Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition is one of the games. Like it's not just like bullshit games. You're
it's not
getting
just like
good
yeah,
games, you
yeah,
know? So
damn,
I don't know if this is their response to Game Pass of some sort, or it's just something they want to do or whatever. I don't know. But they need to do something that's kind of similar to Game Pass, because the
yeah,
Sony catalog, especially with all the developers that they bought on top of, Microsoft buying them, Sony's
mhm,
also buying them. Like there's so much game catalogs out there that Sony can pull from, to make a baller ass Game Pass type thing. The problem is all of the Microsoft Xbox games are also PC compatible, where the Sony games are not. So I think moving forward, and I think this is the main reason why all the Sony exclusives are also going to have a PC version, maybe not at launch, but down the road.
100%.
Is because I think they're gearing up for a subscription type of system like Game Pass, where they can have their exclusives on there. You know what I mean?
100%. And that's why I think people like, oh, everybody's all these Xbox fanboys are trolling like another game coming to PC. Like, you idiots. They're doing it on purpose. Like, you're so dumb. Like, people don't think about the chess moves being made by these companies, because at the end of the day, it's all about that profit. And Xbox is doing very well, and then Microsoft is doing very well with this. And here's the thing: Microsoft is a savage, because they're the type of species of animal to like eat their young. Like, they'll literally eat the Xbox alive in order to make money, and that's what they're kind of cannibalizing. But it's so profitable.
They're killing their console to make Game Pass on PC. So,
but it's so profitable, bro.
It is.
Like,
it's crazy.
Like, they're about to get $10 a month out of me, because you tell me, because I had the 360, so I'm familiar with some of the Xbox franchises. I'm like, yo, I'll play that. I mean, even though they only have 3, but still, I'll jump on Gears. I've never played Forza ever. I'll play it now. I'll try it. You know, so it's crazy.
The new Need for Speeds, those are always fun. They're just not worth buying, in my opinion. But now that I can download it and uninstall it whenever I want, I'm gonna play all of them that I haven't played yet. You know what I mean? So it's just nuts, man. The Game Pass is honestly the PC GOAT at the moment. The gaming GOAT, and I'm excited for the future of PC gaming now that Game Pass is ramping up so hard.
100%.
Nintendo, they're still a piece of shit, so we're gonna move on to Sony.
Shout out to Nintendo, buddy.
Facts.
Get that new Switch Lite. Real quick, because we're running towards the end here.
This guy joins the chat just to troll.
Wow, Gators guy. Wow, yo, ban this dude.
Yo, chop.
Wow,
Sean's in the building. You know who's not in the building? Damn Yukon Huskies, though.
Here's the thing that Sean won't tell you. We made a coffee bet that, whoever team make it the furthest has to buy the other person has to buy the person coffee. So guess what this man's doing tomorrow morning?
Hey.
Yo, bitch, make sure you get me them 2 hazelnut pumps, my guy, with an extra S. You know what I mean?
Why'd you say pumps like that?
With them hazelnut pumps with that cream, you know what I mean? Give me that cream, babe. So he has to do my coffee order
2
tomorrow.
squirts, not enough.
UConn got blasted in the first round, my boy, by them turtles.
Xbox better than great.
That's actually that's actually hilariously funny. Anyway, so Deathloop. This is how Deathloop works.
Yeah, get into this, because I didn't get to read this article, so I'm curious.
And this might not even make sense. I'll try to explain it. The article was like 50 pages. So
word. So it was like a Megas tweet. Shout out to Megas.
Yo, this man, wow. Shout out to Megas. So here's the reality. You're Colt, and you're trying to kill 8 people throughout the game. Juliana is the person that's going to come in that's trying to stop you. So essentially, Colt's trying to kill 8 people, 8 NPCs within the game, and then end the game. Juliana's trying to stop you, and she can pop in at any time. She can't pop in when you're just doing exploring and doing, searching for objects. She can't pop in, but when you're hunting one of your people to try to kill, she can pop in at any time. Now, so that the game doesn't get triggering, they kind of spiced it up a little bit, and making the fact that, like, Juliana, once she dies, you have to have a special thing to actually come back. So she can't just keep coming back and try to kill you, but like another player can be Juliana and come into the game and kill you. So she can try to kill you at different points in the game, but like
And you don't
one
know
person,
if it's a player or not?
well, you don't. It's always a player, but it's
Oh,
different players. So like one, like let's say I'm in the game as Colt and Sai comes in. If I kill you, you're done. The game's over for you. And so you basically get one shot. So
so my
it
$70 is done.
it behooves you. Well, yeah, unless you want to play Colt. But here's the thing: if it behooves you to like really strategically do it, because otherwise like people are just going to come in guns blazing and try to kill you. So it's like
Yeah.
it makes that player slow down, but it makes Colt so that Colt just doesn't hide. If you actually kill Juliana, you get like mad power-ups and like an increased weapon. Like you get an
This
extreme benefit.
this game is so intriguing to me, man.
Yeah, no, like it sounds cool. And like, so I didn't do a great job of explaining it, but they basically made it where Colt kind of has an advantage. But if you're skilled enough, and it doesn't always have to be an encounter. Like Juliana will see where you are sometimes, and sometimes Colt can see that Juliana's there, and like he can go to a door and hack to get out of the level. And if he hacks it in time, he can get out because there's two exits, but Juliana can block the hack. So it's not always physical, which I thought was cool. So anyway, it's kind of convoluted, but it makes it sound like it's more than just, oh, hey, I'm going to drop down and we're going to fight 1v1 and I'm going to try to kill you every time. Like it can be multiple different things, and there's different benefits to not fighting. There's benefits to like fighting. There's benefits to like planning. So it's not just a 1v1 every time. Oh, I
Yeah.
got you. I shot you in the head. Like so it sounds kind of cool. I'm
Yeah.
interested.
Did you watch the trailer from the State of Play? Well, I think it was the State of
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah. I did.
The like
I did.
James Bond style trailer. It was
Yeah.
pretty dope, man.
Yeah. And those are all like the different characters I guess you have to try to kill. And I believe those characters are NPCs.
So is the game multiplayer only, or is there a campaign to it?
I think it's pretty much like that multiplayer, but
Interesting. Okay.
when you kill the people, I think it takes you through different, they're like little stories. So
Okay.
yeah, it's like kind of both. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
I don't know. The game looks intriguing as fuck. I can't wait to
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, 100%.
So real quick, Sony buys the Evo competition, I guess company. Evo is the world's largest fighting game competition. There are arenas all over the world, doing Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat 11. You know, all the fighting games. It's one of the largest competitions, and
Yeah.
I think because COVID, they couldn't have any shows, any tournaments.
Yeah, that's
and Sony kind of snuck in there and stole it. So they're taking over Evo, and their plan is to reopen it this August, and we'll see what happens. We don't know what kind of capacity, fans, how many players we can have on stage. Like, we don't know the ins and outs because of COVID, but we'll see. August is kind of a long way from now as the vaccines ramp up, but it's pretty interesting. Sony owns Evo now.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's a good look. Worried about the end of the show, so I'm sure Sony's gonna like have a new investment in like the games, like Cy was saying.
Yeah.
So
They'll with all their developers, they'll probably kick out their own fighting games now just for this competition.
yeah, no, 100%, 100%. So yeah, we'll be back with another episode in 2 weeks, and we'll keep an ear out for the gaming, and coming soon we're gonna be doing this co-op for the Jacob
Yes.
what's that guy's name from France or something?
Joseph Fares.
Joseph Fares. Yeah, yeah. He has that new game
Yo, my boy Joseph.
dropping. You guys don't know him from when he went nuts on
He makes awesome co-op games.
yeah, no way out was good. And we're gonna
What wasn't good was your horseshoe game.
oh wow, this guy, wow, now I
But
gotta get yeah, tell it.
it Takes Two comes out the end of this month, right?
I think so. I think
Yeah,
the
so
25th or 26th, something like that.
we'll
Um,
definitely be live streaming
hell yeah.
our points of view, and I don't know if we'll have it on YouTube or
Yeah.
our Twitches or whatever, but look out for that.
Yeah, that'll be fire. And Si, you want to hit him with a final thought, your outro real quick?
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody in chat, Fly, Shanza, everybody lurking. It was kind of like a dull month and a half in gaming news outside of, the state of play or whatever. But this past week and a half really ramped up. So we're entering the spring season. There's a lot of games due out before the summer kills it again. So
It Takes Two is coming out this Friday, actually.
oh, dope. So yeah, we got that.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, so we're ramping into the spring season. Nice weather coming around. You want to get outside, but you got all these baller games dropping, so it's an exciting time for everybody's gaming and IRL. So let's get after it. You can find me at twitter.com/scythex_, twitch.tv/scythex. Try. Where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Trigon411, twitch.tv/Trigon411. Make sure you hit us up with the podcast Twitter at FNG Podcast _. And yeah, man, catch me on that Rocket League, my boy, trying to win that Diamond tourney, you dig?
Yo, real quick, shout out to Matt Cherne for providing the music as always.
Hey, shout out to Matt Cherne.
Yeah, listen to that beat, Flames. That'll do it. That's episode 37. I appreciate you all, and
hey, shout out to Fly, shout out to Sean, to Lefty.
Yes, sir. Yo, and real quick, I've been bagging on Megas. It's all in jokes, my guy. All love.
OG homie, mad love to Megas. Let's get it.
Let's get it.